Early reviews of Avatar: The Way of Water commend the movie's aesthetics and world building and assert that it is on par with the original. The performance in box office of Avatar 2, the sequel to the most well-known movie ever, is predicted to be far lower. Watch this video to find out why Avatar 2's box office projections are so much lower than the first movie. Also, to find out what positive reviews have been given. First up, early responses to Avatar 2 describe it as being just as innovative in cinema as the first. Avatar: The Way of Water has received early reviews, and they have been generally positive. The writer-director James Cameron returns to Pandora in Avatar: The Way of Water, said to be released on December 16th. According to the official description, Jake Sully, played by Sam Worthington, and Neytiri, played by Zoe Saldaña, are parents who have started a family and are attempting to maintain it. For them to do this, they must leave their home and travel around Pandora, but Jake is tasked with battling the humans as an old menace reemerges. Kate Winslet, Sigourney Weaver, Stephen Lang, and Edie Falco appear in the Avatar sequel. The movie Avatar: The Way of Water is being hailed for being as ingenious and impressive as its predecessor. According to the initial reviews of Cameron's movie, following its global show in London, people point to the movie's lengthy running time as a turnoff. However, the movie Avatar: The Way of Water seems to be deserving of critical acclaim due to its aesthetics, more intricate storyline, strong character development, and ethereal setting. The 3D usage in the film has also received applause, making it a technological success with overtly aesthetic goals. We have some of the early reactions to the movie on Twitter here. Ian Sandwell, a Twitter user, said that unsurprisingly, Avatar: The Way of Water was an artistic marvel with stunning 3D effects. It had a weak plot and too many people to keep track of, but James Cameron pulled it all together for an astonishing final act, packed with feeling and exciting action. Twitter user Perry Nemirov said that the movie was quite impressive. She had faith that James Cameron would improve the special effects, but the images were breathtaking. One breathtaking image after another. But what she liked the most was how the technical achievements always felt like they were supporting the development of the characters and the universe. Joseph Deckelmeyer said on Twitter that James Cameron almost had him believing that Avatar: The Way of Water was filmed on a different planet, and that the movie was incredibly beautiful and engaging. Despite the length, he found himself absorbed throughout. He added that similar to Avatar 13 years ago, the movie was an artistic triumph and a must-see event. Brandon Davis BD, a Twitter user, said that Avatar: The Way of Water was an endlessly captivating visual extravaganza. He said that the characters should have been developed a bit more, but overall it was a stronger, more nuanced story, with strong emotion than the previous one. He added it was undoubtedly lengthy and featured some of the best 3D sights and techniques. On Twitter, Nikki Novak said that one has to reconsider watching the new Avatar, even if they thought they had seen it before. She said that the latest release was better than the old one. She added that the 3D aquatic environment and its inhabitants were unbelievable and moving. Twitter user What's on Disney Plus said he had never seen a movie as gorgeous as Avatar: The Way of Water. It was an experience that must be watched in 3D and on a large screen. He can't wait to watch it again because he adored it so much. He added that in terms of technical brilliance, it's a masterpiece and easily the best movie of the year. Eric Davis said on Twitter that he was glad to say that Avatar: The Way of Water was terrific. He said that the movie was viscerally captivating, bigger, better, and more engaging than Avatar. He added that it was filmmaking and storytelling at its very best because of the plot, the spectacle, the spirituality, and the beauty. Jake Hamilton said that from his experience as someone who liked the first Avatar but didn't love it, he was blown away by Avatar: The Way of Water. He was shocked when he saw the sequel, since it was much better in aesthetics, storytelling, and acting. He added that the god of sequels was James Cameron. Josh Horowitz said that James Cameron continued to set the standard for filmmakers. He added that epic blockbusters are made like Avatar: The Way of Water, and as massive as movies get, it's emotional and visceral. Up next, reasons why Avatar 2's box office expectations are much lower than the first film. These positive early reviews augur well for Avatar: The Way of Water Water's financial success. As the movie's wide release draws near, it meets many problems. It is one of the most costly movies ever made in Hollywood, with production costs estimated to be between $350 million and $400 million, raising the bar for box office success. The likelihood of Avatar: The Way of Water outperforming the initial release at the box office lessens as early reviews praise the movie and remarkably rank it higher than the first. James Cameron's Avatar is the most financially successful movie of all time, yet Avatar: The Way of Water is probably going to make less money than the original. Although Avatar's legacy is murky, it is one of the 21st century's most influential motion capture technology films. Although it received 3 Academy Award nominations, James Cameron's Avatar is best recognized as the highest-grossing film ever. It made approximately $3 billion during its initial run and subsequent re-releases, surpassing blockbusters like Star Wars: The Force Awakens and Avengers: Endgame. Avatar: The Way of Water, the planned sequel by director James Cameron, is expected to be less financially successful. According to Variety, Avatar 2 is anticipated to earn $650 million domestically, down 16% from Avatar's first domestic run, which brought in $773 million. While the projection considers the North American market, it suggests that Avatar 2 might not generate as much excitement as its predecessor, which would still be a fantastic accomplishment. The box office success of Avatar is legendary. Although another film may achieve so in the future, it's unlikely that Avatar: The Way of Water will. That is primarily due to the need for more interest in Avatar 2's plot from a storytelling perspective. Even though the Avatar universe is undoubtedly stunning, it can be challenging to recall the first movie's story. Pandora's inhabitants have a different cultural influence than superheroes like Iron Man or Captain America. The technological innovations in Avatar have immensely helped a series like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Still, the approaches have been applied to characters who are far more well-known and to plots that are often simpler to follow. The 13-year wait for Avatar: The Way of Water has lessened people's excitement for the follow-up. James Cameron's systematic approach to making Avatar contrasts with many companies' eagerness to swiftly establish a cinematic universe, making it an intriguing film. Before the release of Avatar in 2009, Marvel Studios had only produced Iron Man and The Incredible Hulk. However, by the time Avatar 2 hits theaters, the MCU will have created a total of 28 films and many television programs. Marvel has been able to capitalize on its success, while Cameron has concentrated on refining underwater motion capture technology, as evidenced by the striking contrast. Finally, still expect Avatar 2 to be a huge box office hit. Without a doubt, the movie Avatar: The Way of Water will be a commercial triumph. The amount of box office success of Top Gun: Maverick is evidence that people are returning to the movies. The original Avatar movie produced more than $2 billion of its total revenue outside North America, with China proving to be a particularly lucrative market for James Cameron's picture. In contrast, Avatar 2's box office projections solely take the North American market into consideration. Avatar: The Way of Water could gain in the long run from a similar strategy, because it wasn't just its initial theatrical run that allowed it to reach $2.9 billion at the box office, but also subsequent re-releases that allowed it to surpass Avengers: Endgame, which had briefly surpassed it at the top of the all-time box office. Also noteworthy is the use of 3D in the movie, which, like the previous instance, enhances the viewing experience and isn't just a gimmick. The movie Avatar: The Way of Water may further surpass the first film at the box office, because the tickets for PLF, premium large format screenings, such as IMAX 3D, are very costly, and this makes it very possible if a certain amount of people choose to watch the movie in cinemas and PLF screenings. The newfound positive word of mouth for Avatar: The Way of Water is encouraging and reassuring. The movie comes with a lot of high demands for a theatrical release in an exhibiting landscape that is not particularly friendly to such releases. On December 16th, viewers will see the movie for themselves and choose whether it merits the enormous objective it aspires to. With the comments posted on Twitter being mostly positive, I'm sure fans of Avatar can't wait to see this movie, to experience the thrills. Would it still be a huge box office hit? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. We'll see you in the next video.